What is masculine and feminine energy, and how do we know which primary essence we have, whether we're primarily masculine or primarily feminine energy? Because it isn't about gender. So you could be a woman who is primarily masculine essence, and you could be a man who is primarily feminine essence. This is not the majority of cases, but we do have a very small amount, I'd say about 10% of people who are neutral. And within every human being, also plants, animals, like the entire universe, we have a masculine and feminine energy. So if you think about that yin yang symbol, where you've got the black side with the white dot inside it, and then you've got the white side with the black dot inside it. This is a representation, an ancient representation, an ancient symbol that describes this balance of masculine and feminine energy. So within each of us, we have both essences, but we just lean towards one side. And if you are that neutral essence, which is quite rare, then you will have the perfect balance of both of them, of both feminine and masculine energy. So I'm going to help you identify which primary essence you are by tuning into how you feel when you inhabit each essence. A primarily feminine essence person means that we are more comfortable, more relaxed, more thriving in our feminine energy. But then we can also use our masculine energy. We can inhabit that energy. We can call on that energy to get certain things done in our lives. And the same goes for a person who is primarily masculine energy. They can then move into their feminine energy to get certain things done or to experience certain things in their life. And it's actually super healthy to be in touch with both sides of your feminine and masculine, because that helps us to integrate all of the experiences and to be a full, whole, thriving person. And let me give you some examples by talking about how it feels to be in each essence. So if we consider that on a spiritual level or on a energetic level, each human is underneath all of our outward goals, all of our external goals for a certain car, for a certain partner, for a certain job, a certain status in life, all of these outside goals, which a lot of them are the ego, and there's nothing wrong with that. But underneath all of that, we are each striving for like a sense of wholeness and completion and satisfaction in completing what we are born here to experience on a spiritual level as spiritual beings in a human body, right? Theory is that each, and this is the theory of a lot of spiritual teachers who talk on this topic as well, is that the masculine and the feminine essences are striving towards a different kind of experience in life. The masculine essence is very purposeful, very direct, very focused, often a single pointed focus. So just single pointedly focused on one goal, on one outcome. The masculine energy sees the world, or best experiences the world through an awareness, a conscious awareness. So the masculine energy's gift to a relationship or to their own experience of life is to bring this conscious awareness to a relationship or to parenting or to a job, to a career. So this kind of conscious, cerebral, mental focus and structure. Very much about structure, about goals and outcomes, about driving onwards toward a purpose. In contrast, the feminine is about energy. That sounds really nebulous, but I'm going to explain this. The feminine is about connection. Connection first and foremost within herself. I'm going to use a gender word. her. I'll just use her and him so you understand which one I'm talking about. And obviously, like I said, this isn't about gender because you can be primarily masculine if you're a female, okay? And vice versa. The feminine is about energy. The feminine is about connection, first and foremost, to her own emotions, her own emotional experience, her own heart. The feminine best, or in the most effective and the most thriving, glowing kind of way, will experience the world through her emotions, through her presence and connection to her own heart, which means if you're a feminine essence person, it's going to feel better for you to really connect to, instead of just writing down goals that are like the money you want to hit this month or the type of car you want to buy or your 5-year plan, instead of just having that as like the data and the information, that might be enough for a primarily masculine essence person to go towards those goals. But for a primarily feminine person, it's going to feel really good and really sustainable to instead maybe start at that point and then drop into the feeling of having those things and to connect to the emotional experience of why she wants those things. This is good for both, but for the feminine, this is necessary. This connection to your heart, your feelings makes your desires, the things that you're going to try to manifest, the things that you want to manifest, it makes them not just a picture on a vision board, not just something you've written down in your journal for scripting, not just a goal that you've set for yourself at work, but that scene, that feeling scene that you've created, that imaginal scene you've created, the daydreams you're having, the way that you feel when you think about the thing, that is going to drive you onwards and make your experience of manifestation, of working towards your goals, it's going to make it a more sustainable experience for you. And I think personally, the best way of understanding or identifying where you sit on the spectrum, whether you are primarily feminine essence or whether you're primarily masculine essence, is to just quickly for a second, put on the other hat and think about how you feel when you inhabit the other essence. So for me, I'd say that I'm like 80% feminine and 20% masculine. Inhabiting the essences in those ways is excellent for me because I need to have that 20% masculine to structure my day, to keep myself accountable, to have the discipline to go to the gym when I don't feel like it. So I'm calling on that purposeful, single-pointed kind of mental energy to connect to the reasons why I want to do what I want to do and to keep myself on track. So you can just fully sink into one side, but you might find that it's not as effective for you.